Welcome back to the second half of this very interesting Autoglass Trophy, which has much surprised Jim and I. We both wondered if we were going to waste our time here this evening, but the game has been very, very good to watch. It's been some good football played by both sides. I've been most impressed with the way that Hartlepool have kept the ball on the ground, and York City have been attacking with much more conviction than they have in the last few league games. It may well be that we still have a few more goals to watch in the second half. Although Murty hasn't done an awful lot, he's been quite impressive with a couple of his useful distributions of the ball. He's obviously going to be one for the future for York City. Yes, as Jim said, it's nice to see him getting blooded in this sort of competition, ready for the big day when he's called into the first team on a permanent basis. And the way they're playing at the moment, it may be much quicker than he anticipates. Hartlepool's kick off for the first attack of the game. The second half, straight down to Ian Kiley. Ian Kiley taking his time to take that kick. Good one, nodded forward by Cooper. Cleared by McPhail, but one in midfield by Pepper. Bushell following up nicely. Good lob out. Barnes back to McCarthy. McCarthy loses the ball. He manages to get back to Barrett. Short one to Pepper. Cross to Bushell back to Tuthill. Nice bit of football from York. Rattle on the ground. That's what we want to see. Now Murty losing the ball eventually, but showing a lot of courage. Now it's John Rose on the attack for Hartlepool's. John Rose overstepping the ball to Olsen out to cross to Olsen lobbing it back, but cleared by Ray Warburton straight up into the stand. Quick throw. Turned back by Ratton, former Manchester United junior. Ball lobbing about. Hit forward by Gilchrist. We haven't seen much of Paul Gilchrist tonight. Former Nottingham Forest Middlesbrough player. There's Wayne Hall, belting the ball forward, nicely headed out by McPhail, picked up by Ratton again in midfield, turned nice movement to cross, intercepted and hit forward hard by Warburton. Murty took a nasty bump there. He was pushed down by fullback Cross, so he hurt himself as he landed with his back on the wood edging of the pitch. Got a nasty bump there, but they'll carry on, I think, without him because he's off the field at the moment. The Cross takes advantage of that fact that York is down to 10 men. Keelian, the coming of his goal, kicks the ball high up into the stand. Probably very unfortunate if Murty has to come off. The St John's ambulance have taken across the stretcher to him. Oh, he's okay, he's running on again, he's up and away, he's running on down the pitch, he's okay, but he got up very, very quickly there, but he took a nasty fall, and I can see exactly where he landed on his back on the woodwork. On the edge of the field, but anyway, the ball's coming back in York City on the attack with McCarthy. Steve Cooper, long ball for a good ball. Pass to, picked up nicely by Barnes. Well controlled by Barnes. He's having to hold the ball back to McCarthy. McCarthy wins the ball. Oh, McCarthy beats his man nicely. Gets the ball across into the goal mouth. And Barnes once again misses an absolute sitter. Left-footed shot. Didn't think he would miss that one. And he fired a left-foot shot, which the goalkeeper pushed around the corner for a... pushed the ball around for a corner. That should have been the second goal without any doubt at all there. Because Barnes and McCarthy done everything right in the attack. It's just once again that final shot, corner, headed in by Bushell, but not strong enough there, and eventually it's Warburton pulled up for a foul on McPhail. Tim Carter will take this kick for Hartlepool's. Good high kick, nodded out by Tuthill and pushed on by Pepper. Pepper gets the ball at the second attempt to Barrett. Barrett hammers it forward, trying to find Steve Cooper, but Cooper well policed. Good kick there, headed away by Warburton. Was given away a foul. It's a free kick for Hartlepool United. Hartlepool United, like York City, are having a disappointing time at the moment. Bratton puts that ball up and well cleared by York City. Overhead kick by Pepper. Down by Bushell. But picked up nicely in midfield by McGuckin. All the way back to goalkeeper Tim Carter, the former Sunderland and Mr. Rovers goalkeeper. This time it's Tuttle who heads away, but John Rose fires a shot which is blocked. Ball's gone out for a throw in to Hartlepool United. Hartlepool United have had a lot of problems with financial problems and internal squabbling in the boardroom, which has obviously not helped the side, and Viv Busby's had an awful job there, but he seems to be coping okay with it. He's building up quite a nice side, and though they had an awful start to the season, they seem to have got it behind them now and are playing with spirit tonight and with a certain amount of skill, which is what we'd expect from a side being managed by Viv Busby, who's always a skillful player with Fulham and Stoke City. And of course did a good coaching job at York City under Dennis Smith. Now the ball's gone out to Colin West, and now it's an offside decision against West. Gives York City a chance of clearing the ball upfield. Kylie will take it. Certainly York City seem much more keen to attack tonight. After all, they are against second division opposition. They're not non-league side or a side more of their own skill. Now York on the attack. Bush have just missed that ball, but it's back to Pepper. Pepper to Barrett. Barrett running forward. Nice short pass to Barnes. Barnes can't control it. Back to Long Rose this time. John Rose holding the ball. Pushed away by Tuthill. Balls to Cooper. Cooper Fires the shot, just inches wide. Good effort there. It looked like a goal all the way, but it was just a few inches wide of the post from Steve Cooper. Cooper's first effort of the game so far, and although Carter had it seemingly covered all the way, it was a good effort. Just not quite enough power behind it. Yorkshire just need that little bit more firepower. I know they're not a side who going much for loan players, but if only they could get a couple of months loan from Inter Milan of Ruben Sosa, I'm sure their goal scoring problems will be all over. The Uruguayan international scoring so many goals in Serie A, which we're seeing on British TV on a Sunday. Only York City could come up with a play like that. A ball forward from Cross. Nicely picked up by John Rose. John was running forward. He missed the ball there. He fell, but he wasn't tripped. He fell over his own feet, I think, there, and it was given to Kiley. Cross having a ball into touch to give York City another throw. Tony Barrett, good high one, finding McCarthy, overhead kick by Cooper, all the way back from McPhail to goalkeeper Carter. Houghton this time, winning a free kick against Warburton. All forward by Ratton, cleared by Barrett, good left-footed clearance. Once again it's Bushell in the midfield who's picked up that loose ball, got it back to Hall. Steve Bushell putting some nice short balls through this time, this game. He's playing the best game I've seen him play for a long, long time. He's putting some nice passes through. He's bringing the other Wayne Hall and Murphy into the fray. Very, very well indeed. Now a short free kick. The referee wants that taken again as a moving ball. He wants it respotted. It's been taken by halfback Paul Cross. Good high one. Right up in the goal mouth. Only just wide, but only just. As McGuckin had come forward, tall Ian McGuckin, just headed wide of the goal. Now Bushell, nice through ball, trying to find McCarthy, but the ball's cut out by Cross. It's Pepper, short one to Barrett to McCarthy pops his man beautifully, gets the ball lovely, well across the goal, trying to find Cooper. Now a free kick there from, this time awarded in favour of Steve Bushell against Olsen. There's a little bit of a fracas between Cooper and McPhail, but luckily it's all fizzled out. York City with a definite advantage of a free kick at this distance. To Cooper, with the ball's bang back, and it's Bushell this time, trying his luck with a long shot from 40 yards, sailed over the bar. At least he was there to have a go. Well worth a shot. Ball won there by Houghton again. Houghton's having a good game at centre forward for Hartlepool. He's marshalling the attack whilst McPhail is doing the same in defence. Both former York City players. Wealth of experience between them. The very best of circles. But it's McCarthy. Now on the attack to Barrett, to Pepper, back to Barrett, back to Pepper, turning nicely. Oh, he beats his man beautifully. Gets the ball across to Hall absolutely unmarked. Gets the ball through the Bushell, fighting hard for that ball, and he just tried to save it going over the line for a goal kick, but he couldn't avoid it, and so Bushell once again in the action. He's deputising tonight for Gary Swan, and he's deputising very, very well indeed. Not only has he got the only goal of the game, but he's worked very, very hard in midfield with some good passes. When Steve Bushell arrived at the club as a junior from the Manchester District League, he was seen as a great prospect, although he hasn't matured quite as fast as most people had hoped. But tonight we're seeing the Bushell that we'd hoped to see some time ago. Having said that, Bushell just got the referee's wrath, was talking to for standing up to one of the Hartlepool defenders. He squared up to him, and the referee took the sting out of the position as we thought he might do. I know Jim Goodwin's got a great respect for this referee. He's handled the game again tonight. In fact, we haven't seen the referee at all, which always indicates a good referee when we don't see him. Now Hartlepool's got a corner. It looks like Colin West is going to cross to take that kick. Lobs it over, nicely headed out by Pepper. John Rose to Gilchrist, back to John Rose. Headed out by Bushell. Hall having to stick his foot out to divert that ball, and McCarthy going right back to the left back position to help the defence. Hartlepool are pulling out all the stops. They perhaps feel now there's a point in it for them tonight, or a draw at least in this competition. So Yorkshire is having to fighting hard to hold on to that 1-goal lead. All across to Paul Cross. Nice pass to Colin West to Hoochin, trying to find Olsen, but its ball is cleared. It's Barnes forcing McPhail to put that ball out of play. Wayne Hall, long lob, wanted out by McGuckin. Only as far as Bushell pulls. Bushell, nice pass out to young Murty. Murty back to Hall, the midfield to Pepper, putting the ball through. Bushell's on the ground at the moment. He's got a cramp. Referee stopped the game. Bushell obviously suffering from the cramp. The Yorkshire look as though they're making a substitution. So Barnes has gone off. Barnes just gone off. Things completed by Tony Cannon, is it? Tony Cannon's on. Paul Barnes is going off. I don't think he was injured. I think he might well have been being rested for the Burnley game on Saturday, which is an important cup tie. Although Jim tells me this is his first game of his suspension. Hartlepools also made a substitution. Olsen's gone off for Hartlepools.
Replaces number 6, Paul Olsen.
Yes, it's young Steve Halliday has come on for Hartlepools in place of Olsen, who had a knock in the first half. Steve and Paul Barnes gone off, whether he's had a return of his ankle injury we don't know, but certainly Tony Cannon's come on to take his place. He's taken up his position on the left wing, which is the norm. It may be that Murty will lead the attack. Murty gets the ball forward to McCarthy. Good pass by Murty. McCarthy has it on his own. Got a beat. Gets the ball across to Tony Cannon. Kenny Cannon. First touch of the ball. Just can't keep it in play, and it's got out for a goal kick. McCarthy should have made more of that. He had a clear field, only one man to beat. He hesitated and gave the Hartlepools defence time to come back and pick him up. And by the time Tony Cannon arrived on the scene, it was far too late. So there's a great chance gone begging there to York City. Now a free kick for York City, awarded for foul on Ray Warburton by Houchin. Warburton taking the kick right footed. And in the middle of the goal mouth, headed out by John Rose. And Tony Cannon picks up and sends it going out for a throw in. It's to Wayne Hall. Hall loses the ball. It's cleared well down the field. Clearly picked up by Warburton. Warburton beats his man nicely and turns, lobs the ball back. Headed back by McPhail, and it Pepper heads it back. Overhead kick. Header there from Cooper. Nice pass from Murty to Barrett. Barrett overlapping. Oh! Cooper tries a scissor kick, a very fancy scissor kick there, right over the top of the goals, miles high. He'd have done better to turn that and take that on the half volley, but tried to put a little bit too much finesse on that, and another chance gone begging for York. This is the sort of game we've seen in the last 3 or 4 matches at home where York City dominated, not scored enough goals, and eventually fallen to a silly winner or 2-goal advantage for the opponents. All the way back to Kylie. Kylie lobbing it back for Wayne Hall, that lobs it out of play. So Hartlepool now got their tails up there, feeling they're in with a chance here, and they're pushing hard. Cross, getting the ball right up in the goal mouth. Well won there by Barrett and Warburton. Left back, Paul Cross, getting up high, centre in, trying to find Houchin, but it's out to Pepper. Pepper right across the field, finding Bushell. Bushell knocks the ball down to Cannon. Cannon, long lob, nicely breasted down by Cooper, giving the ball to McCarthy, but swept back by McGuckin to goalkeeper Carter. Good overhead kick by Houchin. forces Warburton to play that ball. Eventually cleared by Wayne Hall, and now John McPhail putting the ball back to his goalkeeper. As the ball comes flying back, it's offside in York City's favour, just inside the York half. So Tutill's going to take that kick. The Hartlepool fans are calling for their team to push forward. I think they feel themselves that there's a chance of a draw here for them if they just get that ball forward. With McCarthy here trying to win the ball, giving it to Murty. Murty, a lovely centre back, nobody there. Beautiful right-footed centre by Murty from the line. Ball belted forward by Pepper. It was easy meat for Oliver Carter. Long lob, runs it back by Ray Warburton. Warburton's had a good game in the heart of the York defence today. And now it's Cooper, nice pass with him. McCarthy turns, lobs the ball back in the middle, and McPhail nearly puts his own goal. He just missed the goal by a yard. He had no option but to put that ball out for a corner because Tony Cannon was bearing in on him. Once again, another great opportunity for York City. McCarthy's gone across to take... No, it isn't McCarthy. It's Wayne Hall. High one, lobbing it, dropping it down. Tuttill would come forward. Headed that ball forward, but McCarthy couldn't get his foot to it. So now, York is mounting another attack through Wayne Hall. Out to Cannon, a beautiful pass to Cannon, and Cannon slips his man into the middle. Beats one man, fires the shot. Oh, right across the goal, but he hasn't got out of play yet. And young Graham Murphy runs back, stomps the ball and puts in a worthwhile effort, which the goalkeeper had to save at the bottom of the post. It would have been a very, very fantastic goal. He scored that, but it was good effort by Murty. He's another local lad who we shall see a lot more of, I'm sure. He's fast, he's direct, he knows where the goal is. Oh, and it's Nigel Pepper takes up that kick, lobs the ball across to Cannon. Cannon hits the ball. Once again, Tony shoots it just wide. Good effort. The Hartlepool defence split out thereby. A beautiful run by Pepper. Nice pass. Cannon hit it just absolutely right along the ground, just inches wide. The goalkeeper would have been beaten all ends up there, I think. Free kick there for York City once again. Foul against Keith Houchin. Houchin, the old veteran pro, using all his know-how now on and off the ball. It'd be a great acquisition, I think, this season to Hartlepool's in their fight against relegation, possibly. There are quite a shrewd signings by Dave Busby. Now York on the attack. Cannon, nice ball out to Wayne Hall. Hall back to Bushell, good centre. Run him in the goalkeeper's arms. But there's a good centre there, nobody there to take advantage of it. And now it's an overhead kick by Houchin, but it's Kylie coming out, saw the danger, came out to take that ball away from Colin West. McPhail hitting the ball away, but won by Bushell, headed once again by McGuckin this time. Ball, Murty chopped down by left back Cross. Giving York City a chance here of a free kick. Wayne Hall will quite possibly take this kick, although Hall and Pepper both lined up to take it. It's a sort of curling shot that Wayne Hall will favour. Yes, it's going to be Hall to take it. Pepper joins his colleagues in the Hartlepool's wall. What a good one. Oh, what a beautiful goal by Wayne Hall. A beautiful lob. I just said it's the sort of kick that Wayne Hall absolutely thrives on. It was a beautifully lobbed banana kick right up into the top of the goal, giving Yorkshire a 2-0 lead, which should absolutely put the kibosh on this game as far as Hartlepool are concerned. The goalkeeper had no chance. He was well. Vision must have been blotted by his wall, which had gone up in front of him, and he had no chance of saving that one. Now once again York City picking up the ball, attacking. Big high kick from Barrett. Nodded out by McGuckin. Picked up by Bushell all the way back to goalkeeper Kiley. Nice ball. York's ploy in the second half obviously is to rely on the speed of McCarthy in the middle in place of Barnes, and Murty running onto the right wing instead of the left. Tony Canham on the left wing. Now McCarthy's on his own again, but he's run the ball out of play. At this moment in time, John McCarthy's speed is giving John McPhail a lot of problems. And now there's another substitution coming on. Ratton, the former Man United junior, is going off. And on is coming Dean Emerson, the Hartlepool's captain. He's been injured this season. The red hair of Dean Emerson, former Coventry City and Rotherham midfielder. And obviously, Hartlepool have got to try everything now, and even a not 100% fit man is going to be needed here to restore this balance for Hartlepool. Barrett gets the ball forward to McCarthy. McCarthy turns, wins the ball back to Barrett. Barrett taking over. Quick one. Back to McCarthy. McCarthy lobbing it high. Right across the goal, trying to find Bushell. Bushell turns it back to Wayne Hall. Hall. Shot on to Bushell. Bushell wins the ball, beats his man, but he loses it eventually to Emerson, who first touch of the ball, he kicks the ball forward just over the halfway line, but it's a throw into Hartlepool's. Now another substitution. York City wanting to make a sub. Steve Bushell going off. He's got a good game, Bushell, tonight. He's pleased the fans. He scored a good goal. He's looked very, very promising. Back to what we hoped he'd be like a couple of seasons ago. He looks good. He's gone off now, and it's Scott Jordan, the young Newcastle player from the reserves, a very skillful player who's come on to take over Bushell's part as the fetcher and carrier in the midfield for York City. Emerson there now, taking the ball from John Rose and taking return pass. Nice shot back to John Rose. Forward, well cleared there, and eventually kicked upfield by Barrett, nodded back by Emerson. Pepper getting out. Steve Cooper won that ball there, but he's did so at a cost. It looks like he's trying to pull the muscle there. Steve Cooper, he's holding his leg. That ball into play. Paul Cross will take the throw to Hoochin. Running cross, but no, it's right back to Ray Warburton. Warburton, right-footed. Missed there by McGuckin. It's given McCarthy a chance. McCarthy racing in on goal. Forces Carter to make a quick clearance, but Wayne Hall on the ball. Lobs it forward, but McCarthy can't get back in time. So John McPhail will take this kick for Hartlepool to the offside defence against York. All down to Hartlepool's forward now. This time to McCarthy. Nice pass to Canham. Canham bursting through as nice as he can. Lobs into the goal mouth. Nobody there. John Steve Cooper couldn't quite reach the ball. And the goalkeeper seems to have hurt himself in that dive at Cooper's feet. The goalkeeper's up and about again. A nasty bump when he collided with Cooper. There wasn't a foul, and the referee's given a goal kick. Cooper wins that ball. He's given it to Jordan. Jordan, short one to Canham. Pepper chasing through on his own. Ball cleared by Carter to Tuthill. Tuthill once again out to play. Just couldn't keep it in. He nodded it out, but McCarthy had sprayed inside, and there's no one there to take that ball. It's John Rose losing out once again. Oh no, it's John Rose won that one. It's Emerson taking the throw in. He takes the pass, but it's Murty comes away with the ball. Long lob forward, completely missed kick there in the centre of the field. John McCarthy was unmarked, waiting for the ball. Ball's come down. Oh, and Dave Warburton had to kick that ball high into the Dave Longhurst stand there to save an embarrassing goal, because Hartlepool were on their toes and had that wide open goal at their mercy, but Dave Warburton stepped in and cleared the ball. Corner kick for Hartlepool. Good one, close to the goalkeeper, nodded out by Bertie. No, it's Jordan who headed that ball out. And the return one's gone right back to Kiley. Big high kick. Being chased by McCarthy. McCarthy wins the ball, chests it down, back to Bertie. Bertie loving it forward to it to, oh no, it's dropped well from McCarthy. McCarthy's got the ball in the middle, but is intercepted. Picked up nicely by Tony Canham. Canham going to fire a shot. No, it's nodded out by Gilchrist and cleared eventually by the goalkeeper. But Ray Warburton's following up, headed the ball back. York City a little bit too slow getting back the forwards. Cooper offside. So McPhail, quick short pass. Long raking ball right to the end of the field. Picked up by Kiley. That was from Dean Emerson. Emerson has certainly stamped his mark on the game since he came on. The substitute, he's after all their captain and either rested this evening or after his injury. Well, kept up their sleeve for this very eventuality. Oh, what a good shot there from Canham. Wayne Hall on the left wing, just couldn't keep the ball in. He's gone out for a corner, but he won the corner for York City, which he'll take himself. Left wing high. Oh, Steve Cooper. Said John McPhail made a back for him, but it was a foul by Cooper. We've got several of this very enterprising York City reserve side in tonight now, with the inclusion of both Jordan and of course Tony Barrett and Murty. Steve Bushell has now gone off. So York City can be very pleased with their effort tonight. The ball's come back here. Hartlepool is dangerous. Good pass to left back, cross lobs it forward. Nodded out, well taken by Kiley. Short range header there by McGuckin, but Kiley well up to scratch there. 38 minutes gone now, and the game weighed heavily in Yorkshire's favour now, leading by 2-0. Bushell and Hall, I think, both scored for York City. Both good goals. And now Hartlepool's in full cry now. John Rose on the right wing, lobs it back forward, trying to find Hoochin, and Hoochin nods it inches wide. Dean Kiley had to scamper across his goal, but just placed a few inches wide by Hoochin. The first time he's really got to grips with the goal, and good effort, just wide. All the donkey work there done by Lenny John Rose. A big kick from Kiley, nodded back by Ryan Cross. Cross follows up to take the resultant throw in himself, taking the ball from one of the ball boys. Back to Emerson, Emerson lobbing it forward. Nodded out by Warburton. On again by Hall. Jordan back to Hall. Hall clears it, but it's midfielder Gilchrist who puts the ball forward. Emerson comes at that very nicely there, wins the tackle, puts the ball forward to McGuckin, who's come forward to help the attack. Big Ian McGuckin, the Middlesbrough lad. John Rose has gone into the goal mouth. Ball headed back by Halliday. Come loose to Emerson. Emerson hits the Dave Longhurst sign over the stand. Hartlepool's making a spirited final to this game. They'd like to get amongst the goals if they could. It's 40 minutes gone, only 5 minutes to go, and although Yorkshire are holding all the aces now. Kick by Kiley is won by McCarthy. He also wins the throw-in. Tony Barrett's going to take the throw. On the inside by Cross, and completely the clearance by Emerson. But Nigel Pepper heads the ball back. Barrett belts it forward in the middle, trying to find Cooper, but ball back very dangerously from McPhail. Steve Cooper was waiting for the ball. Okay, that's like a hasty clearance to Gilchrist. Gilchrist forward to McPhail. McPhail to Emerson. Emerson right across to Lenny John Rose. John Rose holding the ball, turns it out. Ball racing through the middle there. Good effort, good football by Hartlepool. It's all come back to John Rose. He's the man who started the last move, and he's having to get cracking again, but all he's succeeded in doing is winning a throw-in, which he gets back to his captain, Dean Emerson. Emerson putting the ball forward to Halliday, but Halliday wins the ball, keeps it down, and cleared at the last minute by Tuthill. Back to Cross. Cross finding Gilchrist. Gilchrist has come forward. Oh, and it's a good save by Kiley there. Dean Kiley to drop on that ball at the last minute. Very, very good effort from Halliday. It's the first real save that Dean Kiley's had to make this evening. Puts the ball out to Cross to take a throw for Hartlepool. Ball out forward by John Rose. Once again by Emerson winning the ball. Headed on by Halliday. But Yorkshire on the attack now. They've got an open game. McCarthy back to Pepper. Pepper sweeps the ball out to Tony Canham. Canham on his favourite left wing, bearing inside. He's beaten one man. He lobs the ball across for Murty. Murty just couldn't trap that ball. He's won the ball back to McCarthy. McCarthy back in the middle of the field to Scott Jordan. Jordan back to Murty. Murty on his own on the right wing here. Nice short pass to McCarthy. McCarthy beats his man, but he can't win the ball. It's picked up by Paul Gilchrist. Hartlepool United showing a little bit more heart for that ball then than York City. Now there's a free kick for Hartlepool right in the centre of the game, right in the centre of the field, middle of the centre circle, right on the halfway line. Emerson to take it. Long one lobbed up. Oh, and it was missed by Warburton then, but cleared first time by Pepper. Now Emerson. Long lob this time, right in the arms of Kiley. It was a good effort from Emerson. He obviously saw a chance of a lob. And now Wayne Hall on the left wing gets the ball forward to Canham. Canham racing down the wing. Beats his fullback for speed. He's racing past him. It's Fail having to come back and get the ball back to Carter. And this time it's McCarthy who races forward. He slips, misses the ball, and it's McPhail running forward. Short pass to Gilchrist. Gilchrist lobbing it forward. Lobbing out by Warburton. Won nicely by Hall, and Hall turns. He loses the ball. Cannon actually loses the ball. It's gone down there to West. In the middle of Hoochin. The Hoochin can't hold on to the ball. It's come forward to Cooper. Cooper up on his own here. Oh, he fires in the shot and he's missed it. Hit the goalkeeper's legs. Goalkeeper Carter came out to narrow the angle, and Cooper fired in the shot, which goalkeeper saved with his body, but that should be another goal. That Cooper should have buried that one. That should have been a third goal for Yorkshire without any doubt at all. Cooper should have absolutely buried that. It was right on half time. There was no time for Hartlepool to recover there. The referee blows up for full time. The score, York City 2, Hartlepool United 0. So York City march on in this section of the Autoglass Trophy. And it gives York City a home tie for the next round. As the players walk off, a very, very good entertaining game. Good football played by both sides. Plenty of open football. Plenty of chances were missed, mostly by Hartlepool's, but in the last few minutes, both McCarthy, Murty and Cooper could have scored to have given the York City a rousing win. But anyway, let's see. Let's hope this will give York City some confidence for their cup tie at Burnley on Saturday.